Let me tell you something right now, Jeff Saturday, and especially you too, Max, but especially you, Spears, and Jeff Saturday. Y'all hear it? Are y'all listening to me? Yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got me.
Stephen A., you've got some haters. Let's look at your list from last week. You had the Chiefs leading the way at number 1, followed by that bad man Aaron Rodgers in the pack at number 2, the Buffalo Bills at 3, Saints at 4, Seahawks rounding out the 5th spot. Now we're going into Week 16. More playoff spots have been locked in. So who's in and who's out? Drum roll, please. It is time for Stephen's A-list.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Stevens A's list in the house. Ryan Clark, you here. I was looking for Jeff Saturday, too. What, he hiding? Swagoo. Where the hell is he at? I can't find him either. I was looking for them. I'm glad you and Max are here, though. Let's get to my top 5 list. Number 5. Down from 5 to 1. Number 5. Give it to me, y'all. The Seattle Seahawks. Why? Because I like the way they're trending. That's why I like the way they're looking right now. I don't like the fact that they struggled a little bit against that team with no name, just the Washington football team only winning 20-15. But they're still handling their business. They're still in first place in the NFC West, okay? Their defense is looking better with Dunlap and Jamal Adams handling their business. The offense will be together. They'll be just fine because Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Carson and the crew are there. They're my number 5 team on the list. Let's go to number 4 on the list. The Tennessee Titans. Why? I got New Orleans out of that list. You losing, you're switching quarterbacks. You don't seem to know what you're doing right now. You got to get it together. I don't care about that final score against the Kansas City Chiefs. You just didn't see the same. You get bounced out of my top 5. I'm putting the Tennessee Titans as a top 4 team in the league right now because I like the way they're trending. Derrick Henry, we all know what a study is. We sleeping on Ryan Tannehill and the job that he's been doing. They handled their business last week. I expect that they will continue. I know they tied with the Indianapolis coach, but I think the Titans are going to win that division. Let's go to number 3 on the list, please. It's the same as last week. The Buffalo Bills. Why? Do you see what they're doing? Do you see what Josh Allen is doing? Do you see what that stud Stephon Diggs is doing? I recall listening this morning to some dude named Ryan Clark, a.k.a. RC, who was on the air talking about how Stephon Diggs can dance on somebody's logo. Stephon Diggs is busy dancing in the end zone. He can do what the hell he want to do because he's balling and they're winning games. The Buffalo Bills, led by Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, and the crew, they look pretty damn impressive. Right now, they're easily the number 2 team in the AFC. They just ain't number 2 in the league. Why? Because I'm going to the Green Bay Packers at number 2. And you know why? I really could get into Marquez Valdez-Scantling and you know, Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones running the football. But I don't need to do any of that. When it comes to the number 2 in the league, here's the reason why, and it's very simple. He's a bad man. Whoa! Aaron Rodgers. That's why. It's just that simple. And number 1 on the list, Packers can't be number 1. It's because Patrick Mahomes is there. It's because Travis Kelce is putting up historic numbers from the tight end spot. My brother from another mother. That brother's going to the Hall of Fame one day. He's that big time. Tyreek Hill. When are we going to concede that this is probably the best receiver in football right now? In Tyreek Hill, okay? That offense, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy. The defense is not slouchy. They just toy with people. They give the impression the games are more competitive than they really are, but they're really not. It's a foregone conclusion. It's Kansas City at number 1. It's the Packers at number 2. It's the Bills at number 3. It's the Titans at number 4. It's the Seahawks at number 5. That's right. I bounced New Orleans out of the mix for the moment if they earn the right now that Drew Brees is back and we don't see them being too predictable or whatever, and Michael Thomas is back in the lineup.
This is
I'll
a
put them
terrible
back
list.
in, but I'm omitting them from this week's list.
This list is terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible. Stephen A., I'll give you a Stephen's B-plus list. This is a B-plus. 1, 2, and 3 is exactly right. Don't change a thing.
It's wrong.
You could quibble 4 or 5, but here's the problem. New Orleans needs to be in the top 5, not the Seahawks.
Yes.
That's the team you got to take out of there. In fact, I'd put New Orleans 4 and slide the Titans to 5. New Orleans just lost to the Chiefs in Drew Brees' first game back. And by the way, they lost by a total of a field goal, and Drew Brees didn't have Michael Thomas. Like, you got to cut them some slack, Stephen A. You're being ruthless. The fact
Well, when
that
they get
lost to
back,
the
I'll put
Eagles,
them on the
talk about
list.
a trap game. The
Hey,
Eagles were
Max,
dead in
Max.
the water. We didn't know Jalen Hurts was going to do that. Go ahead, Ryan.
Max, you're just being too nice, man. Listen, I know this is your guy, man, and y'all run this show together, but tell the truth. The Seahawks not supposed to be in there. The New Orleans Saints are a top 5 team, period. That's not an argument. Also, the Buffalo Bills are the second best team in the NFL, not just the AFC. Have you watched this team play? They got a quarterback playing with the same confidence the dude in Kansas City is playing with. They got a wide receiver that I think would argue that he's better than Tyreek when you talk about the best wide receiver in the league. And this might be blasphemous to you, Stephen A. I know you love that word. The Cleveland Browns are the number 5 team right now. The Cleveland Browns beat the Tennessee Titans, which you guys are talking about, and they were beating them handedly until the second half. But I guess we all just forgot about that. We forgot about Goodson hitting Derrick Henry on the half-yard line and staying there. We forgot about that. It's okay, though. It's okay.
I did forget about Cleveland.
That's why they bring me on.
I did forget about Cleveland. There's a reason I forgot about Cleveland. There's a reason why I forgot about Cleveland.
Why?
When you have been that inept for that long, you have to earn the right to be on that top 5 list. I'll be admitted. I left them on. I feel that way. When you've been that bad for that long, I can't just give it to you because you've come on strong over the last few weeks. I can't do that. So it was on purpose I forgot about them. I can respect you disagreeing with it because the list is fluid. I can respect your disagreeing, but I couldn't do it, Ryan. I couldn't do it.
So, guys, you're going to put a team that lost to Colt McCoy and the Giants on there.
Hold on, let me say this.
Cleveland beat them too, Max. Cleveland beat them too.
I got a problem with you wanting me to keep New Orleans on the list when they lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Eagles, and before they lost to Kansas City, they lost 2 in a row.
The Eagles had a better quarterback.
Was a trap game, man. Like, no one knew Jalen Hurts could play like that.
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. And Taysom Hill's playing quarterback. Come on, Stephen A. Cut it out. The team's 10-4, bro. 10-4.
And then Philadelphia almost beat Arizona the next week.
And Stephen A., Drew Brees was throwing the ball in the first half like you with your shoulder brace on that you had to wear when you hurt your shoulder. That's how Drew Brees was throwing the ball in the first half. He had to get back loose. He had to get ready, and they barely lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. And you're not going to put that team on your list for a team that lost?
Michael Thomas.
I'm disappointed in you, Steve.
When he gets back and they get back in rhythm, I'll have them in their worthy position. But as of right now, this week, Ryan,
it is a fluid list.
The list is fluid, Ryan. The list is fluid. I have no problem with my list this week.
The list is Dookie. That's what it is. That's what the list is. The list is Dookie this week. It's the Stevens D list. It's Dookie.
You're using Dookie for me?
Solid.
For me, you know what? I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And you know what, Ryan Clark? You got a follower on Twitter now, Ryan, and you got an extra viewer on your shows. I'm going to get you for that. You use the word Dookie on me. I'm going to get you for this, Ryan. I'm going to stalk you. I'm going to watch your tweets. I'm going to watch your segments on NFL Live, Sports Center. I will be stalking you, Ryan. You use the word Dookie with me, Ryan Clark. I'm coming for you. I will be watching everything you say. Let me follow you right now. Right? I will be watching everything you do. Oh, you done started something. You done started something, Ryan Clark. You done started something. You in trouble.
This week.
Well,
listen,
right now,
guys. They both love the Steelers. They're arguing about the Steelers. Now Stephen A. just said the words on TV. You know what's worse than saying Dookie? What's worse than saying Dookie on TV on this show, Stephen A., is you saying, you used the word Dookie on me? What's going on with you two?
I am officially following. I'm officially following Ryan Clark. You're in trouble now. You done started something. I'm following. I'm a stalk Ryan Clark. I'm going to stalk you. You got
type of
Dookie.
Friend are you?
You used the word Dookie.
That's what it was. It's a terrible list, Stephen A. Okay, it's fine.
It's not terrible.
I'm cool with that.
It's fluid.
It's a terrible list.
It's fluid. This week, it's a good list.
Fluidly terrible. Fluidly terrible. It's a bad list.
Ryan, I think you're going to need to watch out who's coming down your chimney on Christmas Day. You might see this one right here instead of